since 1877. But then they lied to the public going, oh, they just stole public land. No, the public didn't understand common law or even federal law.
That's right. Now, fast forward, we've got Cliven Bundy, and you can see about that at ClivenBundyDefenseFund.org. He needs your support. Cliven Bundy.
Well, stay there then. Let's come back and flesh this out, because I don't even know if this is known, but it wasn't just Joe Biggs that got warned off. I then talked actually there, and I couldn't really talk about it at the time because it was an off the record, but now some of it's leaking in the case. They had U.S. Army Special Operations there. Ladies and gentlemen, the war was lost.
My life behind.
With the globalists, we've been sold out to a private planetary government. But Trump got into office, and we have a beachhead trying to pull us out of these unelected global agreements that literally transfer power out of the country. Meanwhile, in many Western states, upwards of 50 to 60% on average of the land is federal. Some states, it's 89%, like Nevada and other areas. And the feds are super aggressive now. I've gone to national parks, and the regular rangers are okay, but you get around the police, I mean, everybody knows I'm not anti-police, but when you see somebody crazed, aggressive, rude, I'll walk over, try to talk to people repeatedly at Big Ben, and they're rude and bow up to everybody. I mean, when you've been in third world countries and you've seen authoritarian police, how they strut around, how they behave, they look like North Korean police. They have that same crazed look. You know your country's in trouble. But remember the TSA hiring ads a few years ago that said, we want imperious people. They want you to act imperial. Imperious means super arrogant. Larry Klayman, again, top constitutional lawyer, absolutely fighting the globalists at point blank range, joins us. The left's been calling for major violence. This just broke. I told you this was coming. July 2nd is when Soros doubled the amount of money he's ever spent in the U.S. for civil unrest. Washington Times, Michael Moore urges followers to rise up over 4th of July, storming senators' offices. And, of course, they've been calling for violence. The Huffington Post and others have said, too bad there's not more congressmen being shot. Meanwhile, they're saying we're going to cause violence against them. They're going to kick off the violence. They're going to say we're behind it. That is clear. Because they know Trump's trying to get control of the agencies right now. They want to have a violent overthrow before that hits. I think they're insane, just like in the campaign. I believe this is their Waterloo. I believe they miscalculated. We'll talk about all this with Larry Klayman in a moment. First off, Myco ZX was a new product that we had last year. And it's a big old high-quality glass bottle filled to the brim with compounds, enzymes, and herbs that are known to knock out the fungus, the mold, the yeast, the candida. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a huge national crisis, the pesticides bioaccumulating in the gut. Huge problem. Then that pushes out the bacteria take over. You take probiotics. It's legendary. Nobody denies that probiotics haven't changed the world. Really helped a lot of people. We have Biome Defense, a super high quality, very high end, 50 billion strains per pill. That's 30% off when you get it with Myco ZX. Now, look, I can sell out of this, selling it at full price, but I want you to see how good it is and to see the results for yourself. And you can't lose, because regardless, you're funding this operation, promoting liberty. These are war bonds. But everybody, myself included, I'll take probiotics a while, I'll take Myco ZX, then I'll forget, because I'm not a big, vitamin mineral guy. But this is beyond vitamin mineral. This is re-energizing your gut. This is solid fact. I've seen MSM make fun of us selling probiotics. I mean, that's one thing the liberals have got, is that probiotics are really important. Bill Gates is obsessed with this. So Biome Defense, 30% off when you get it with Myco ZX. Very, very costly compounds in this, sourced. It's just amazing quality. If you think probiotics are great and they've helped you, well, try our Biome Defense. But if you think that's powerful, get Myco ZX, because the Biome Defense doesn't deal with the yeast and the mold, the candida. But together, like a horse and carriage, they're amazing. InfoWarsLife.com or 888-253-3139. We've got free shipping through the month of July. I'm extending it. We've got a bunch of specials on X2, Super Male Vitality, and a bunch of other best-selling products that I'm going to run for a few weeks more. But a lot of those products are about to sell out. 30% off on our great nootropic Brain Force. And you can rest assured you're funding the very sword of truth, the tip of the spear. So thank you all for your support. Be sure and support our local affiliates and their local sponsors as well. Tell everybody you know at red lights and at grocery stores everywhere, hey, you're the modern Paul Revere's. Tune into the show right now on that local station. Or if there's not a local station in your area, well, spread the word about Infowars.com/show. That's changing the world. Just little Infowars is exponentially challenging the globalists to the point they're calling for our destruction. Because there can't be any voices of truth challenging them because what they're promoting is so ridiculous and fraudulent. The enemy should be easy to beat. But it's up to you, and you're the reason they're getting beat. But understand this, Trump was just a beachhead. I want to give Larry Klayman the floor for about 10 minutes here, and we'll let him go and get to your calls and more guests and news. But walking through this, I agree, America's on its knees. We were on our deathbed. Now we're trying to get up. That's why they're panicked. Michael Moore, the globalist, no, stay there, like Lilliputians. And then go through what's happening with the Bundys and with the FBI agent being indicted for what he did. I mean, that shows Trump, the Justice Department, and others are moving forward. Obviously, there's local issues as well. And then what we can all do in this critical time, and what your message is to President Trump, Larry Klayman.
Well, my message is stand tough, like you, Alex, like me. Don't worry about people say. Don't worry if they come after you. It actually emboldens me because we are against this very corrupt, evil establishment. The Democrats are one thing, but the Republicans are trying to stab Trump in the back as well. They want to run their establishment candidate. So we just have to be who we are. We have to push ahead. Now, going back to Bundy, Mr. Lincecum, who was a peaceful protester in Oregon, because the Bundy sons went out there, opened another ranch, wound up getting